add, you know, a noticeable amount of weight to the truck. So we'll see how it performs. Now let's talk about what I didn't like. These guys are not curved, and it does cause it puts a little bit of pressure on the O-rings right there. And so we'll see how well these guys hold up on the trails, and if, you know, the excess movement causes these O-rings to prematurely fail or just not be able to hold that thing back. As far as giving us any more flex over the stainless steel units, I think it's going to be the same. I think these guys are just going to give us a little bit more weight down low and make our truck look a little bit cooler as well. Now, comparing them to the stainless steel ones, let's take one of these guys out over here. I love the way these guys flex really easily on these shoulders, because we have that pivot there, and it allows the brass bushing to flex on here really easily, and it's quite narrow there, and we're not relying on that O-ring to hold this piece back, causing anything to bind up right there. So maybe I will end up, you know, switching back to these on the trail rig. So let's get the body back on here, and then we'll take it for a spin around the backyard and see how she performs. Get caught up over there on that shell. It's hard to do this one-handed. reset it here after we took a little tumble there. Start it back into high gear. I ended up driving around, putting another full battery pack through the vehicle. I did definitely notice, you know, it added quite a bit of sprung weight to the car. So now, even though I am running the stock factory shocks, they bottom out now under the vehicle's own weight. It's almost resting on the bladders there at the very end. I don't necessarily, you know, want the shocks to be bottomed out like that. I want a little bit more suspension travel to absorb, you know, the bumps and whatnot. Let's get this thing flipped over and I'll show you guys the little bit of stresses that I found on the O-ring so far. It would be nice if they made this outside piece have a curve on it, just like these two inside. So I'm sure if you're putting lots of mileage on your trail rig and you're running these, the O-rings are definitely going to be a fail point, as well as brass on brass is really soft. So I imagine this shoulder will see some wear. And if we move over to the front over here, when we're putting them in place, we pretty much have to come in here and force them out like that in order to be able to mount them. So that movement there is putting a lot of pressure on these O-rings. So I am going to go back to the stainless steel links. So, you know, I got mixed feelings with this. For the price, it's a great upgrade for your crawler, something that you're not going to be driving on trails. Then you want a little bit more weight, then this is definitely a good upgrade for something like so. But if you're like me and you are trying to trail drive your rig and it's going to be seeing a lot more wear and tear, then the stainless links are definitely the way to go. They give you all of the extra articulation without adding much weight to the vehicle. And then if we take a look at our shock body here, you can see the vehicle is no longer sagging like it was under its own weight. We have probably a 1/4 inch there still of dampening to go. So I'm quite happy with the way it's set up. However, I'm still going to be keeping these guys. I'm going to be keeping this aside with some of the other things that I've been accumulating so I can build myself a nice heavy crawler in the future. So yep, and that's it for now, guys. We'll catch you again in the next video. See ya.